doing? My name is Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVSAUDIO in Roselle, New Jersey. And today I want to do a quick amplifier test. I want to put the Sound Digital Evo 800.4X versus the Nesa TD49. So the Nesa amp is considerably bigger. It's literally double the size of the Evo X. And my issue with this amplifier, the reason I ended up on my test bench, is I have a Victory that we're delivering today. We're finishing up this Victory. We installed a set of 10s in the bag, so I asked the customer what kind of amp he was running. He said he had more than enough power because the Nessa amplifier claims to be 3,000 watts. It says it right there. So my issue with that is I know for a fact there is no 3,000 watt 4-channel amplifier on the market. It hasn't been invented yet. There's plenty of 3,000 watt mono blocks, but a 3,000 watt 4-channel in this size, I knew it was physically impossible. So then I went on Nessa's website, and the true specifications are on the website. It claims to be a 250 watt per channel amplifier, so it claims to be 1,000 watts, and it says that bridged, it does 500 by 2. So I felt those numbers were kind of inflated. So I went ahead and I threw it on the test bench to see if this amplifier produces more power than this amplifier. So I'll let you guys see the results, but of course I was correct. It came close, well, not close, but it didn't do 500 watts. So we have it bridged in 2-channel mode. We're gonna run a test tone through it. We're gonna use our DMORA AMM1 so you can see the real world RMS power. As you can see, the amplifier is doing 411 watts. We'll vary the frequency. And 411 watts bridged is the most we were able to get out of this amplifier. It's still pretty respectable for an amplifier of this size, but it's well under the 500 watts RMS that it promised us, and it's physically double the size of the amp that we use. So we've tested the Sound Digital Evo X 800.4 before, but to make it fair, we're gonna hook it up on the same test bench using the same power supply, and we even gave the Nessa amp an advantage, so it got to go first, which meant it got more voltage because I'm sure we dropped about a half a volt during this test. The battery's not hooked up to a charger or a tender. So I'm gonna switch the amplifiers now and see if we can get the same power out of an amplifier that's half its size. Okay, we have the Evo X hooked up now. And just like I thought, edged it out a little bit. We got 429 watts, check it out. For an amplifier that's half the size, to put out more power, that's a win for us. Now, so you guys understand why the size thing's such a big deal to us. This is the Victory that we're going to deliver later on today. If we went with the Nessa amplifier, it would take up all the real estate. So that would give us just over 800 watts across both channels bridged. We chose to go this route. So now we're at 1,600 watts. So this amplifier runs the 2 10s. This amplifier runs the 2 6.9s and the 2 6.5s. Same size. I'll go with the Evo X. Okay, so in summation, to be fair, the TD49 by Nessa did fall short of its power claims. It claimed to be 500 by 2, and it was actually 411 by 2. So we'll call this an 800 watt amp, but for $299 retail and the pretty small size, it's not something that we would use, but I could see a lot of people using it. The amp's got a nice fit and finish. The terminals feel nice quality, but it's $299. It did get beat by the Evo X. The Evo X is rated at 400 watts times 2 when bridged. It gave us more than that, so this gave us more power than rated, this gave us less power than rated, but it would probably explain the fact that this amplifier is $449 versus $299. So if you go by the price, this amp should outperform this amplifier because it costs more money. But the power output isn't really the deciding factor for us. It's the size. We're working on these motorcycles. We need as much space and as much power as possible. So obviously the Evo X would get the nod in our shop. So I hope this video helps somebody, and hope amplifier companies like this start being a little more honest, because that 3,000 watt power claim is misleading, and it just hurts everybody in the industry. The customer really thought he had a 3,000 watt amplifier, so he thought we could run the entire bike off this. We ended up going with 2 of these. The bike sounds amazing. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week. Our friend Bob stopped by, so since we had the amp meter still hooked up, we tested his massive audio amp. Wasn't put out what he thought he put out. Check it out. So this is the amp we just tested, TX48. Bob, what's the power supposed to be on this amp?
1600 together, all together.
Okay, so 1600, we'll call it an 800 watt amp, 400 watts bridge per side. We fell just short, almost half the power. We're going to replace it with another one of these, Sound Digital 800.4, and we already know that this one's going to give us 400 watts plus per side. He's got some Fatal Pros in here. It's going to really wake them up and give them what they want.